Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here. We're going to dive right in. We are going to get a look at how this person is really feeling about you, about this connection, what is really going on here. So we're going to dive right in. So, focus on the energy of the person that you would like to know. How are they feeling? And let's just dive on into the cards. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm very, very happy to have you here. These are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest, all right? Here we go. For Pisces, please, Spirit. For Pisces. How is this person feeling about Pisces? What is going on? Our first two cards are going to give us kind of a general idea of what is going on. And wow, some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. It could be a fiery connection with a lot of sparks, a lot of chemistry. Okay. So I feel like there are a lot of factors at stake here. I feel like there's a lot kind of involved in whatever is going on, possibly with you, possibly with this connection, possibly with this person. You have the key to the new beginning. This is new beginnings, directions, adventures await those who are ready to let go of the past. So this message is really piggybacking on yesterday's reading, I feel like. And then you have plain, a journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. So there is an opportunity here for, this is giving me like Page of Wands energy for you to go to have an adventure that you truly desire. And then you have the goals. Its progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So there's something here. For some of you, there may be travel. For some of you, this may be where distance has been a factor, or work has been a factor, or other obligations, financial or otherwise, have been a real big factor here. And it feels as though those things are kind of being released. For some of you, your job may be tied to this person, or like you may work together, or you may, have work-related priorities that have affected this, or have played some kind of role, or have been some kind of factor. And that can be anything from finances to, someone has really big career goals that they wanted to achieve before they were really ready to get into a serious connection. Gosh, you guys, let me get my tea going again. It's like every time I come on to do a Pisces reading, I start coughing, and I'm not coughing otherwise. It's so strange. On the bottom of the deck, you have this energy of fire. It says, let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. So for some of you, this can be a past person coming back around, that where there have been things that have happened that have challenged the connection. But there's also this, when something is hot, when something is passionate, when something is really burning ferociously, right? It can trigger us, and it can trigger them, and it can bring up things for us to release and let go of that we weren't even aware we were still carrying. So there is kind of this energy, whether it's a past between the two of you, or whether it's your own past, or whether it's their own past, there is something about this connection that also provides some kind of opportunity to really, it feels like Phoenix energy, really rise up from something that has maybe even kept us stuck in the past, or has affected us in sort of a lower vibrational way in the past. Let's see. For Pisces, please, Spirit, what can you tell me? What can you tell me? Yeah, there's definitely an opportunity for you to work with someone to build something here, to create something. Some kind of, yes, there's a big change coming. Okay. So none of these cards really came out upright. And then you have a change in the wind on the bottom of the deck. So there are definite changes coming to your love life here, Pisces. I feel like, the chaos and conflict came up in dead reverse, and it feels like there is this energy of relationships, connections, something that it's like taken pieces of you. It's something unsettling. It's something that it honestly feels like external factors here with this chaos and conflict card, to where it's like, peace is something that can be achieved no matter where we are, no matter what's happening, no matter what's going on. We do have the capacity to soothe ourselves into a position of peace no matter what. And it can be very hard, but if it's something that you're regularly practicing, it isn't as hard as it is if it's something that you don't regularly practice. But I just feel this sense of there being like difficulty just honestly really feeling at peace, or really feeling completely whole or at home in a connection. Like it feels like there have been external factors. This may have even been you with your own mental body. This feels more like the gut though. It feels like I can't quite ever get to this place of peace in a relationship, like true emotional contentment. I can be happy, I can experience love, I can experience a crush, I can experience all of these aspects, but really truly being able to rest and be wholly at peace in a relationship might not be something that you've ever really been able to feel. And with this, to be fair here, there's this energy of, in imbalances in relationships, imbalances in connections, like what you're giving, you're not necessarily receiving. But in this card, and I'm super drawn to this intuitively, there's an owl on her head on top of this crown. And so it feels as though you have really learned from these experiences. You have really gained this sense of discernment of what you will give to and what you won't give to, or how much you will give to a situation. And so and here's the same owl, right? It's interesting. Pisces, I really get the feeling you have a past person and you have a new person. I just keep getting it. This cheetah feels like someone who kind of wants to jump on something. It's someone who wants to like kind of get in there and have a relationship with you. And it almost feels as though they're trying to kind of beat the competition. And then there's this egg here, which is something that I feel like you've been waiting for it to develop. You've been waiting for it to kind of get to the space where it was really ready to hatch. And you're sort of caught in between here. There's something about this cheetah. It feels new. I feel like somebody may be struggling to want to say something to you. I have, when I sat down to do this reading, I was absolutely fine. I did not have a cough. I did not have anything going on. And now I'm having a really hard time just trying to collect my my voice. And I always feel like that is related to the reading. But it's interesting because with this cheetah, there's almost this sense of someone who, it's like usually when they show up on the scene of something, people are sort of impressed or enamored, or they're used to sort of turning heads or getting attention. And I feel like you're not really making a move, or you're just sort of chilling. You're just sort of kind of waiting to see what materializes there. I don't see you really turning this down. I just don't see you kind of jumping at the opportunity. And I feel like it's something where this person, they're kind of not used to it. I'm not sure if they're aware of this egg or not. They don't see, it doesn't really seem to be in their view. There's a change happening. You're changing direction. Wow. Yeah, this is something that has been slow in coming. Yeah, this is definitely a time for you to trust your intuition. Look at that owl there again. You will be co-creating with someone. You are going to be collaborating with someone here. All right, so I feel like I'm going to, I'm going to let you use your intuition as to who this is about. But I definitely feel multiple people. I definitely feel someone new and a past person here. I feel like no matter what, whoever it is, I feel like there is a new beginning coming up, or some kind of opportunity to have a new beginning. Wow. We're getting both empathy and compassion. This card fell like this under my desk, and I can't stand this card. There are some energies that I just don't like, and hate is one of them. So I feel there is this energy of Pisces. I feel there is this energy of someone who literally, it's like, I feel that they normally do not have a hard time getting someone to pay attention to them, or getting someone to give them what they want. As far as past people would go, this may be someone who has usually been able to come back in and woo you, or you have typically chased after they've walked away. This person is someone who, I feel like they act like things don't affect them, or like they're not bothered by things, or that they're just fine. And that, there may even be a little bit of this, I don't know what you're feeling, or I don't know what you're talking about, or I don't know what you mean, kind of an energy. But it's really kind of this cover for some pretty, either this is developing feelings with someone new, or, someone who could really see themselves falling hard for you. Like they're attracted, and I feel like the attraction is more than skin deep. But, or this is someone from your past who they are actually covering deeper feelings for you. With the distracted energy, there's this energy of just like, they're thinking about you more definitely than they're letting on, or more than they're letting you see. And I think, the fact that they feel in some way like they've lost control, whether it's the new person who's the cheetah, who's used to kind of getting their way, or sort of, not having to work very hard to get people's attention. And they can't stop thinking about you, and you're not really giving them the attention that they want. Now they don't know what to do because they've never really been put in that position before, it kind of feels like. Or whether this is a past person who had no intention of falling in love or feeling anything strong with you, and then did, and then now can't really get you off their mind, or can't really separate from your energy, or, you know, like let the whole thing go. It's almost like this person is almost like resentful that they're in this situation where it's like they almost feel as though they have lost control of their own reaction or their own something within themselves here. It's like normally they're so cool and composed, and, you know, they're able to really hide something really well. But it feels like with you, there's this energy of where, you know, I have feelings for you, and you're not doing what I want you to do, or you're not doing what you usually do, or you're not doing what people normally do when I give them this kind of attention or this kind of opportunity. And I don't know how to handle it. So it's making me feel sort of vulnerable, or it's making me feel like I'm in a position that I don't really want to be in. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with you being in that position, but I'm not cool with me being in that position. It's kind of a thing. And it feels as though they're sort of hanging on like with a thread to their composure, to their ability to sort of hide this, or to sort of keep this under wraps. You have this compassion energy on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like this person, that when I say, like, I feel like this person is attracted to you for more than just, you know, something physical. I really do. With this compassion, it feels like this person really sees that Queen of Cups energy, you know, that capacity that you have to really show up for someone, and to really love, and to really offer something real, you know, and true, and comforting and reliable. All right. All right, you have first, you are the one, the only one. Yeah, I just don't think this person has experienced whatever they're experiencing with you. And I think it's making them feel really like not in control. And I don't think that they like that. Embarrassed. I know I've acted childishly. I don't know how to approach you now. Something or someone is standing in between us right now. There may be a third party in this situation, and that doesn't have to be a person. That could be a situation. For some of you, I got that there may be some kind of weird work thing that has been involved in this. Like either this person's been at a distance because of work, or they've been focused on work, or you met them through work. Maybe it's taboo to date someone that you are working with. There's something possibly around money or finances. I don't know, you know, just take it as it resonates. And for your situation, it's a general reading. Then you have secrets. I hid something from you and I'm afraid to tell you about it. You have pressure. I have so much going on in my life and I'm struggling to juggle it all at once. That may be this energy that I feel tied to this card. And then you have forbidden. Even though we shouldn't, I still want you. Also may be tied to this Pentacle card. Or it could be tied to, there could be possibly some kind of third party situation here. And also, you know, in some ways, this co-create card could represent your own sort of third party situation. Whether you have any obligations or any commitments to anyone, you know, I definitely feel like for a lot of you, your energy is sort of being pulled, or there is sort of a spark of curiosity happening here, you know, like there's no hard no on this card to either party. you have on the bottom of the deck, I promise you, and it's the Ring card, which is something serious here, obviously. So I feel like one of these people definitely wants something very serious with you at some point. Whether they're able to really act on that or whether they're able to really come forward on that right now, I'm not sure. I am really wanting to clarify this Mountain card, even though I know that this is a general reading and that this answer is not going to apply to everyone. I am going to go ahead and do it, but please take that, please take this as it resonates, whether this applies to you or not, right? You know your own situation. Mountain for Pisces. Mountain for Pisces. Yeah. So you are getting the 5 of Wands crossed by the 7 of Cups. This is external interference from either a bunch of other priorities, or possibly other options. This person may have, they may be a very scattered person with their attention going into multiple places, whether that is another relationship or whether that is like all of these things that they want to achieve before they get in a serious relationship. I mean, it can be so many things, right? It's a general reading. But it is some kind of obstacle. It is some kind of barrier. It is something that's standing in the way. It definitely could be another person, or it could be even multiple people. This could even also be a group of friends or a family member or a friend that pumps this person's head full of, well, what if, could have, should have, alternate ways of looking at something that just really put this person in a state of confusion and make it so this person really struggles to come forward or really struggles to stay true to their own vision. For some of you, that can be narcissistic, like this person could be in a relationship with someone who keeps them very confused, who keeps them in a state of just feeling really unsure about themselves and their situation. Like, someone who's been a victim of gaslighting oftentimes will kind of represent, like with the 7 of Cups, it's like their reality has been shifted or moved because they've had someone in their life that has really convinced them that reality is different than reality is, that with the 6 of Cups, though, this person's mind keeps coming to this connection that they feel with you, or this chance, or this opportunity, or there's something very innocent about the way that it feels with you. It's uncomplicated. Which is really interesting because I feel like the whole thing, just even meeting you or falling for you or whatever, has been complicated for this person. But the connection itself feels very straightforward, feels very innocent, feels very like we're soulmates, and it's just sweet and it's just nice, and like there isn't a lot of complication, and I'm not toxic, and I'm not, trying to shift your version of reality or events, or you know what I mean? I am trustworthy. I am someone who wants to harmonize and come into a space of union as equals. I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm not trying to use you. I'm not, you know what I mean? So there's something that this person fundamentally like kind of has a deep knowing or a deep understanding or a gut feeling about, but it feels like it doesn't necessarily fit into the scheme of things for this person. Either it is something different than this person has ever really experienced, or this person is deeply entrenched with a person or a group of people or some kind of situation that makes it very complicated, that like when they think about it, they're like, oh man, this too much. Like there's just too much I have to deal with. There's too much. But then at the same time, it's like I feel like they're falling for you, or I feel like there's some, with the Six of Cups, it's just like, but this is where my mind goes when I fantasize, when I dream, oh gosh, I'm hearing that song, Dream About You. I think it's like from the 70s or the 80s. Um, and, our dreams are such a, uncontrolled space. And they're so informative. I mean, I feel like most people do believe that their dreams hold some type of meaning. And it's like, if there is someone who you're always returning to, whether it's daydreams or whether it's, at night, um, it's like there's something in you that knows that there's a reason why that's happening. There's also a reason why everyone comes into our life. And so if this person is engaged in some other kind of relationship, or is in like a familial situation or a friend situation that isn't serving their highest and best, you may be a soulmate that's coming in to sort of set this person free from this, or to at least give them the opportunity to choose something different. And it feels like what you're offering them, or what you have offered them, or what even in their own head, who you are or what you're about, it just feels simple. It just feels like, I'll give to you. I don't want you to carry the whole burden. I want you to be happy. I want to provide for you. I want to show up for you. Like, I want this nice, reliable, soft space to fall for both of us. Let me clarify forbidden. I feel like I just opened a can of worms. Yeah, so you have the Queen of Cups with the Ten of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Devil. I totally feel like I just opened a can of worms. All right, so the feeling that this is off limits, or that this isn't accessible to this person, is what's preventing movement forward. There's this energy of, I'm already overwhelmed with what I'm dealing with, and I see what you're offering me, and I know that this is something that I have always wanted, but in this moment, or I also know this is something of value, but in this moment, it's like I'm not free to like open up to receive it. I'm not free to really acknowledge it. So if this is the new person, that cheetah energy, I feel like this person, it's almost like, when someone's had a real easy time in life of just sort of having their way, or like just sort of showing up, and it's like everything just always seems to kind of go their way. It feels a little bit like that with this person, and they haven't really had to stretch themselves to like really work to build something, or work to it's like someone that, it's like they've never built this muscle. They've never exercised this muscle. And there's kind of this energy of like, that's really burdensome for me to have to try to do that. When it's almost as if there's this energy of like, I know that there will always be people that are willing to like come my way, but I think these are people that this person typically doesn't want. And so there's this energy of, it's forcing them beyond their own comfort level, or their own kind of demon, right? Because, it's a good thing to know what you're capable of. It's a good thing to learn new skills, right? And I feel like this connection with you could be an opportunity for that, but I feel like it's putting a lot of pressure on this person, to where they haven't had to really risk anything, or like offer something and risk rejection, and that feels really too much for this person at this time to like have to go that far out on a limb. So they're just sort of, they know you're not rejecting them, but they also know that you're not coming towards them. And it feels like, well, okay, so the only choice that I have isn't really a choice that I'm willing to take, which is that I would make the first move. If this is a past person, their life, they are truly really overburdened in their life, and they will have to set some of these burdens before they're able to come forward, before they're able to come out of the stagnancy. But either way, this is an opportunity for someone to free themselves from something that is ultimately keeping them stuck in a lower vibrational energy. Yeah, wow. Someone's going to have to fight for you, Pisces. You have the Lovers, the Seven of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Chariot, clarifying the Devil. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, so, you know, how do we change a cycle? We make a different decision. We make a different choice. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers card here. If this person is really ready to show up, if this person is really ready to like move forward towards success and victory with you, they're going to have to fight for it. With the Seven of Wands, they're going to have to fight for their opportunity to do that and overcome this, whatever has been keeping them stuck. Whether it's, you know, not really knowing how or never really having to risk themselves emotionally without knowing what the outcome is going to be. Or whether that is, you know, making a different decision with a cycle that has been very burdensome, that with the Ten of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, they have an opportunity to close something out here and to come forward and have success and victory with you with the Chariot card. But this is their choice. The Lovers card, this is a major arcana card of choice. This is a very big choice that this person is being faced with. Do I make a different choice than I have typically made in the past that has, it's kept me safe, but it's also kept me stuck? And I feel like the real push that this person is experiencing as far as making a different choice is that they can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about this. They can't stop thinking about this opportunity. They can't stop thinking about what you're really offering them. Or it has something to do with love, actual love and actual emotion. With the Queen of Cups and this Compassion card, this person really sees you as someone different, someone who is able to really emote and possibly bring that out in them, which I think is both terrifying and exhilarating. Whether it is a past person or a new person, it feels very much like this person is very attracted to that, and they have been, I feel like, craving that. But there's a choice that they keep making in their life that prevents them from experiencing it. And so here you are, this opportunity to have that. And in order for that person to have that, they have to close out this cycle. With the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune, they have to make a different choice to close out this cycle and release this burdens and free themselves from the Devil, Two of Swords, stuck energy. All right, Pisces. So let's dive into the tarot now. I'm just gonna... How is this person feeling about Pisces? Please show us how this person feels about Pisces right now. There's that Seven of Wands again. They're going to have to fight for it. This person, they feel like a bit of a mess. Just in the sense that I feel like there's definitely some kind of deep desire here, but it's also like something that it's easier for this person to not acknowledge or to just kind of not deal with. With the moon card, they may be someone who typically like avoids their feelings or becomes overwhelmed or becomes like swallowed whole by their feelings, or this is like the second day in a row I've gotten this feeling of the freeze response. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but you can Google it. I don't want to, I'm not a psychologist. I don't want to like go ahead and try to explain the freeze response, but it feels like someone, when they feel a lot of things, or when things kind of feel like they're sort of getting out of control, their energy is just to escape and to sort of bury it and to sort of just like freeze and to just kind of put the brakes on, just not really respond. And they sort of go somewhere deep where I just feel like they can't even really explain it themselves. But it's like almost in this response that this person has, the two sides of themselves sort of do battle. And it's like, which side is going to win? Is it going to be the side that chooses love and light and hope and optimism? Or is it going to be the side that, it's just easier to stay stuck. It's easier to go with what you already know, even if it isn't really what you want. And to kind of tell yourself, maybe life, you just don't get what you want in life. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's just the circumstance of life, is that this is how it goes, kind of energy. There's definitely a part of this person with the Knight of Swords and the Strength card here that at times it's like they're feeling something so deeply, or they're so moved by the way that they feel, that they just want to rush in and tell the truth and let the chips fall where they may. With the Three of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords, this person may at times just want to throw caution to the wind. The Three of Wands is like patience, planning, strategizing, those kinds of energies, waiting for the right time. But with the Three of Wands being in reverse, the Strength card, and the Knight of Swords, it's like at times emotionally they're so overwhelmed that they want to kind of take reckless action. They just want to throw caution to the wind. And I think that may partially be why this person almost has this freeze response, because when they react out of emotion, they typically regret it. And they can't control the emotion. They can't stop the emotion with the Moon card. So there's this energy of just sort of trying to escape it, just sort of trying to hide from it. Trying to resist it with the Strength card and the Moon card. But with the Nine of Pentacles, this person definitely sees you as very single, very abundant, very capable, all on your own. And they see they see you as someone who puts the work in, or has put the work in, or, someone who, you hold yourself in somewhat of a high esteem to be in the Nine of Pentacles, because it's like, that you deserve something good, something solid, something stable, and you have standards. You have created a life for yourself that it was hard to get to. You're not wanting to compromise it. You're not willing to just put your life on hold for someone. You don't need to. You don't have to. You're free to make whatever choice or decision that you want. And I think that is what sort of keeps this person's finger on the trigger with this Knight of Swords energy and the Three of Wands in reverse, where it's kind of like, and you know, I think they're also somebody that if they get too much in their head, or even with the Seven of Wands, you see the sacral chakra lit up. This is how other people see us, how we see ourselves in relation to the world. You know, they may be somebody that pushes away their desire out of a fear of how other people will perceive them, or what would be the repercussion, or what would be the fallout. And so it's kind of like they know if they're going to make the move, it's got to be, man, I'm feeling a very strong Aries energy right now, even though we have Leo up. But we're in Taurus season now, so I don't know. Maybe this is something that really I'm feeling very overwhelmed by an Aries energy right now. And even this could have been like the eclipses that really started this thing with the moon and this feeling of the Aries season, because that's when this started happening. This may be like a complex kind of succession of situations that are happening within this person where they're really getting kind of really triggered, and it's getting harder and harder for them to sort of resist this energy, or it's getting harder and harder for them to sort of prioritize how other people are going to view this situation, or what other people are going to think of them, or how like they will even feel about themselves for whatever reason that is. But there's clearly some external factor here in this situation that you're dealing with, Pisces. So there's this sense of I know that I'm just going to have to take swift action. I'm just going to have to act without really thinking about it, or it's kind of a matter of time before I do this, because the pressure is mounting, especially with that Ten of Wands and this Moon card energy. It's kind of like, if you can't stop thinking about something, and every time, you know, you dream or you find yourself daydreaming, you're daydreaming about a situation, the same situation or the same person or the same thing. It seems like, you know, and it's in your control. You're the one that has to take the action. Then it feels like it's only a matter of time. You can only resist it. You can only hold it off for so long. Or you're either going to lose the opportunity, because the Wheel of Fortune is forever turning, right? And we know that, right? The one constant that is true in life is that things are going to change. And if this is a past person that's been holding off coming towards you, Pisces, for whatever reason, they may even be sensing this new energy that's come into your energy field, or that there is a new energy coming into your energy field. And that may be kind of like ratcheting up the volume on these thoughts and these dreams and these feelings for this person, and who has typically avoided them. But now I feel like it's getting very, very difficult for this person to avoid taking action. I'm just going to clarify this Knight of Swords. What is the Knight of Swords? This person can get no peace in their mind. Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, their mind just keeps coming back around. This person is way, way in their head. Wow. Wow. Pisces, my God. This person, okay, you have the Six of Swords in reverse, and then you have the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords in reverse. This person, it's like they're trying to protect themselves from some kind of inevitable, difficult ending, either with you or with someone else. And it feels like it is either going to be you or someone else, you know what I mean? Or something else, you know what I mean? Possibly even the ending of the way people view this person, or the way people see this person, or you know, it may even be the end of a group friendship, or at the end of they may have to choose you over their family, or it's something like that. But it, like, they have been resistant with the Four of Pentacles. They've been holding off. They've been trying to sort of ignore it, trying to sort of pretend it doesn't exist. But with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, their mind keeps coming back around to this. And it's like they're both they're afraid of both what they would have to do to take action on this, but they're also afraid if they don't take action on this and if they lose this, because they don't want to let go of either thing, really. And one, it feels like because that's their safety net, or because that's what they know. The devil, I keep getting that. And with the Ten of Swords, it's like they're really trying to avoid a difficult ending on either side, in either way. And this action, it feels like, will bring on the Ten of Swords. But you have the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is the exact action that this person probably needs to take to bring stability and self-mastery into their life. Isn't that interesting? They need to fight for what they want. They need to fight for their truth. And take action that's in alignment with their truth. And that will lead them to a path of greater stability and abundance. This is someone that really prefers to bury their head in the sand, though. I'm not going to lie. All right, so Pisces, how do they feel about you? They feel very strongly about you. I think you're their fantasy. I think you're their dream. I think that there are external circumstances definitely here that kind of prevent. I feel like if this is a new person, there's someone that I feel like they haven't really been in a position before to like really risk it emotionally without knowing the response they're going to get, or at least having some idea or some clue. And I feel like they don't have that with you. It's all sort of a mystery. It hasn't really been revealed. You're playing it very close to the vest. But I feel like there's something about their feelings or their thoughts about you really growing and intensifying, and them kind of wanting to make the move, but also feeling like not wanting to deal with any kind of difficult fallout from it. If this is a past person, I feel like they've been avoiding the way that they feel or trying to hold on to their way of life, not wanting to make a lot of changes, not wanting to affect the way that people see them or think about them. And I think the pressure is mounting. I think that it's just getting more and more intense here. All right. Let me get you some messages. If you're dealing with a water sign, Pisces, I'm not financially stable. We definitely saw that. I am in a committed relationship. We saw the possibility of that. Vulnerability. Wow. Like we've talked about that. You can be completely open with this person. You broke my heart. I miss seeing you. I left before you could leave me. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. That may also be the case. This person may not be used to being loved, accepted, and respected. And that may be really hard for them. And, choosing that over what they've known may be really scary. They don't maybe know where that leads or what that goes to or what that's going to ask of them. If you're dealing with a fire sign, you're getting integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? I feel so happy with you. You came closer than anyone. I remember every detail of that day. I don't know what you want. And interference, an external party is intruding on this relationship. Wow, these cards are like on point today, I feel like. If you are dealing with an earth sign, this friendship is leading to more. Will you ever make things right? I miss hearing your voice. I'm so attracted to you. Intuition, you already know the answer you seek. I will wait for a sign from you. I look for you everywhere. And if you're dealing with an air sign, you're getting time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. I hide behind material things. I miss being with you. I don't know what comes next. Stability, this relationship can stand the test of time. I bury myself in work to forget about you, and you were the best thing in my life. Pisces, this is your reading today. I hope this helps. I hope this brought you some peace and some clarity. If it did, let me know. As always, I love to hear from you. Until next time, guys, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.